So as traders, right, the best thing we can do is identify a trend and trade with it, okay? Welcome back everyone, if you're new, welcome to the channel. And in this video, we're just going to be breaking down briefly how to trade the trend, why is it important to trade the trend, and identifying the key levels in a trending market, okay? So the reason why we want to be trading the trend is because it increases our probabilities of taking profit. That is literally it. It increases our probabilities of being a consistent trader and winning our trades, okay? There is no need, well, I feel there's no need to trade a ranging market or a consolidating market. If there is no directional bias of your pair, my suggestion to you, my advice to you is just stay out of it, because there's no real bias of where the pair may be going, okay? If you know price is trending up, you're going to take buys because you know that the probability of price continuing up is a lot higher than price falling, okay? So if price is trending down, you're going to take sells because there is more chance of price pushing down or continuing down than of it reversing and going up, okay? And one of the main things with traders is, I used to do it. I used to try and predict the reversal, okay? So if you see, like, let me know in the comments if you understand what I'm saying and if you've done it before, okay? If you see price trending up, okay, but you try and be that guy who's trying to predict the reversal, or trying to, if price is trending down, you're trying to predict the reversal and try and catch the move back up, okay? If you see price trending down, or trending in general, okay, stick with a trend. The saying trend is your friend really is key. It sounds simple and so oversaid, but it really is true, right? Just for people that may be new to Forex or new to reading chart and market behavior, the market moves in two phases, okay? For an uptrend, we have a push phase, exhaust phase, and a push phase, okay? And for a downtrend, we have a push phase, exhaust phase, and a push phase, okay? And the key levels within these trending markets are going to either be, for the uptrend, it's going to be the higher high, and this is for where price to pull back to return to then continue, okay? For the uptrend, it's going to be the higher high or the higher low. So this is where you want to be looking for to enter, for price to pull back to then continue, okay? And then for the downtrend, it's going to be the lower high, and it's also going to be the lower low, okay? And I've found that in my time in trading, price usually likes to pull back to the lower side of the market, okay? So on the downtrend, price will usually pull back to the lower high, and then the uptrend, price will usually pull back to the higher low, okay? Let's say here we see price push up, right? What we would call the perfect break and retest would be price breaking the higher high, coming back, retesting the higher high, then continuing, okay? This is what we would call the perfect retest, or the perfect break and retest, right? And for the downtrend, the perfect break and retest would look like price pushing down. We'd see price pushing down, then coming back up to the lower low, then continuing, okay? And this is what we would call, like I said, the perfect break and retest. But usually price would like to come back to the next level, okay? Usually we will see price come back here and then continue. And what you guys need to understand is, if price is violating any of these key levels in the market, this can indicate to us that price is changing, or the trend is reversing, okay? So let's have a look at GU, my favorite pair as always, on the 15-minute time frame. Let's just have a look at some examples and identifying the key levels and understanding why we should be entering here. And if price was to break these levels, it would indicate to us price reversing. Right, so here you can see I've marked out the key levels and how we would be entering these trades, trading with the trend, okay? So you guys would say, yeah, this is cherry picked, but the idea of where I'm entering and how you should be entering, this is how you should be doing it, okay? This is where you should be entering in the downtrends or any sort of trend, right? So here we can clearly see, right? Not clearly, but here you can see price was pushing up, okay? We then had a push phase in the uptrend. We had a higher high. People would anticipate this as a higher low. And then what we'd want to see, if we're going to continue the uptrend, is a higher high breaking this level here. But because we never saw that, this is indicating to us that price is reversing, okay? Or that price could now be trending down, or just reversing in general, okay? So if we're seeing price failing to break any sort of structure points, or push any higher, or push any lower, this can indicate to us that price or the trend is changing, okay? So this is how we would trade it, okay? We see that price failed to push down, failed to break any higher than this level. We then had a reversing market. We're now in a downtrend, okay, because we see here this is now our lower low, and this is now our lower high, okay. And the way we can trade this, okay, we don't have to be the traders to jump straight in, the first in the market, predict the reversal straight away, okay. All we need to do is wait for price to come back to where the market has respected and not pushed any higher, okay. Because all this could be, right, this could just be price failing at this level, this could be a new higher low, and this could break up, okay. We then see price exhausting, rejecting from an area. What we can do is we can wait for price to come back, give us signs of wick rejections, the momentum shift in the direction of where the price should be going, and then enter, okay. So here, we see price come up, fail to break, prices came back down. A lot of traders would look at this and think, oh, this is a higher low, let's buy. But no, wait for price. If price respects this recent level price has made, we're still looking for sells, okay? Because price has not made any higher highs. We're in a downtrend now. So this is how we can enter. We can see price come back for the second time, creating what we can call a double top pattern. We've had the momentum shift. We can then enter, okay? And here, again, for the second example, this is a big push phase, right? And we have an exhaust phase. A lot of traders would assume this area here is a higher low and the trend is changing. But what you want to do is you want to recognize that the structure hasn't broken any previous structure in the past or structure that has recently been made. As long as price is respecting these lower highs, we are still in a downtrend. And for an uptrend, as long as we're respecting the higher lows, we are still in an uptrend, okay. So here, price push down, exhaust up, rejected in this area. But let's say you didn't want to enter here. You don't have to be the first people to enter. You can wait for price to come back and show us real signs of rejection that price does not want to go any higher, okay. So we see that price came up, pushed down. There would be a lot of buys in this area. Look at that engulfing candle, that bullish engulfing candle. A lot of people try and buy this thinking this is a higher low, but no. If price is not breaking any sort of structural points that's previously been made, we're still going to continue that trend whatever we're in, whatever the trend is that we are in, okay? So what we can do is we can wait for another pullback. We can wait to see price pull back, fail to break this level, fail to break these levels, identify our wick rejections, trade with the momentum of the overall trend, and as you can see, we can enter like that, okay? And again, you can see here, price doesn't usually like to make the perfect break and retest, right? Price doesn't usually push down and then break, continue, okay? Price will usually come back, pick up buyers, pick up sellers, take people out, call them stop loss hunts if you like. But here, let me just put these behind real quick. So here we can see, look, price is pushed down and exhausted up, okay? That's how price moves, push, exhaust, right? But here, price has then failed to push any lower. People would then assume this is now trending up, but no. This is not trending up because this area here did not break any of these levels here, okay? Prices then came back, and this is what we can call market manipulation or stop hunts, right? If you've entered here, like the example I've given you, right, you would then assume, okay, this is now going to push up because we see a higher low. But no, prices came back. As long as it's respecting this lower high pattern, then we can still look for sales. And you can see here, if you enter this trade like that, you may have been stopped out if your stop loss was lower, but all this is market. All this area is manipulation. Buyers thinking, or traders thinking that this is going to be buying now. But no, you guys need to remember what I'm telling you is, as long as we don't break previous structural points, the higher parts of the trend or the lower parts in the downtrend, we can still look to trade the trend. The trend hasn't changed, okay? And look, price continued down, okay? So what would we look for to see if price was reversed? Okay, what we would want to look for is simply price failing to push any lower and price pushing higher. Okay, so here, look, price continuing down. But here, this is perfect. This is the area where we can see where price is failing to push any lower, right? So here we can see that price tried to push lower, came back up, right? You don't have to straight away enter in this trade, right? All we have to see is price break previous structural points that I've explained to you guys, okay? How would we know to buy this pair? As soon as we would know to buy this pair is if we see new structure points like a higher low or a higher high, okay? And right here, this is it. This is where you would want to be changing your buys, because look, price has pushed up, or this could be the exhaust, but we have not seen any lower low like we've seen previously. Look, exhaust, lower low, exhaust, lower low. We have not seen any new lower lows, indicating to us that price is now changing. And the same applies for an uptrend, guys. It's simply if we don't see any higher highs, price is reversing, okay? Like you could see from this example here, okay? Price was pushing higher high, higher low potentially, but no higher high, came back, failed to break again. We're now in a down trend, okay? I hope this made sense for you guys. Rewatch it. There's a great bit of information in this video. If you guys have any questions, feel free to ask, DM me on my Instagram. But I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I'll see you all in the next one.